Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. In today's Pick a Card reading, we are looking at your February 2025 Love Insights. Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps in the description box below, which will take you directly to your reading. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is also linked in the description box below. Please know that's the only way to book with me. If somebody reaches out to you to book a reading, that is not with me, okay? So let's get your cards. Spirit, we are looking at February 2025 Love Insights, please. Can we have a card for pile number 1, please? Can we have a card for pile number 2, please? Can we have a card for pile number 3, please? Pile number 1, you have nature and you have the Peacock rock. Pile number 2, you have faith and you have the aura rose quartz. Pile number 3, you have kindred spirits and you have the Lepidolite. Please take your time choosing your card or cards, and I'll see you in your readings. Hello, pile number 1. You have the Peacock rock, and your card is nature. So when I look at this card and when I feel the energy from it, I feel like there's a need to get back to basics. So if you're single and you're, interested in finding a relationship, I'm feeling that it's important for you to kind of relax a little bit and let things happen naturally. Or if you're kind of just talking to somebody, just kind of relax and let things naturally fall into place. Or if you are already in a relationship that you've been in for a while, I feel like it's time to take some time together and do something relaxing and fun. Maybe go for a walk, take a vacation if you can. Really try to reconnect with each other on a simple level. And yeah, and then if you are searching for your partner, I feel like it's important to kind of let go of trying to find somebody right now and maybe go out and do something fun, take a walk, or do something creative, something like that. Because what I'm feeling is that you might meet somebody in the least in like a least expected place, or when you're out with friends, when you're out doing something fun. So that's what I'm getting from this card. Let's go into your other oracle cards and see what other information we can get for you. Okay, Spirit, we are looking at February 2025 Love Insights for pile number 1. Okay, so we have imagine and envision. So yeah, I'm getting a sense of relaxation, a sense of doing something fun, a sense of kind of like the lighter side of things. Okay, this is kind of what I'm saying with if you're trying to meet somebody, you might meet them in kind of the least expected place. Or if you're already in a relationship, you need to kind of relax and do something fun. Maybe take a vacation somewhere. Also, there is a ring right here. So I'm feeling like if you're wanting to get engaged or you're wanting to get married and you're really hoping that happens, very soon, in that case, I'm feeling like, again, kind of relax a little bit. Spirit is saying, let things flow naturally, okay? So yeah, I'm getting just overall, you should kind of take it easy no matter what your situation is and let things kind of flow into your life. You can also kind of go out in nature. The other thing that this could mean with nature is kind of grounding yourself and manifesting. So if you're wanting to find somebody who could be your lifelong partner with the ring here, or if you're trying to manifest marriage with your current partner, whatever it is, I feel like instead of trying to force it to happen, you could more kind of manifest it, in the sense of where manifesting is more of a positive energy, and then worrying about when is this going to happen, you know, why hasn't it happened yet? That's kind of creating a little bit of a discord. So just kind of relax and let things flow naturally. You also have a 4-leaf clover here, which to me is indicating that luck is on your side. Okay, you have a lot of hearts here, you have a butterfly, so definitely there's transformation. Things are going to be happening. Just kind of relax a little bit and enjoy life while you're waiting for everything to fall into place. Okay, what else do we have? Meditation for peace and serenity. This is what I was saying with the nature card, with manifesting, right? So don't try to force anything. Try to stay in your flow. Try to just understand that everything has a time and a place, and everything is falling in place for you. Okay, look at all of this activity going on here. There's a lot going on. So it could be that you have a lot going on in your life. This other person who is in your life right now may have a lot going on. Or the person that you're going to meet soon has a lot going on in their life, and things just need to kind of settle down a little bit. So in the meantime, Spirit says definitely find your center. Relax a little bit, go out and have fun. Try to stay emotionally balanced so that you are, you know, ready, emotionally ready when you meet your partner, or emotionally ready to meet your current partner at like an even playing field, even ground, and go out somewhere and kind of reconnect with each other. Because if you've been in a relationship already, I feel like there's a lot that's been going on in your life, and that's probably why with your very first card, I said, you know, take some time away, take a vacation, take even 2 hours away and just go walk in nature somewhere. So yeah, I feel like, you know, there's definitely kind of reconnecting with yourself and manifesting things on a more positive level, or reconnecting with your partner. Okay, so let's see what else we have for you. What else can you tell us for pile number 1, please? Focus, yeah, Wizard of the Woods and focus. So again, do you see what the pattern here? So here you have nature. Here you have woods. Okay, this card, you're in nature because it looks like they're in the ocean, or, you know, some kind of body of water. And also, even this card is in nature because this person is kind of up in the air, right? So definitely there's something about relaxing, focusing, right? When we talked about manifesting the positive instead of focusing on when is it going to happen, how is it going to happen, focus on that positive manifestation. Focus on, if you're already in a relationship, focus on rekindling that spark, rekindling that magic, reconnecting. There might not be anything wrong in your current relationship. It could be that you just need to reconnect, right? You need to take time away from all of the demands of your life and just go in nature. Don't worry about anything. Don't look at your phones, and just, you know, enjoy each other's company for a while. Okay, what else? Yeah, this makes sense. So you have storm, spirit, and chaos. So Yeah, so let's say that you're waiting for your special person to show up. They're not here yet, and you're wondering, well, I want to be with somebody. Where are they? When are they going to get here? It's creating this kind of chaos. Excuse me. And so Spirit is saying, to kind of just clear the chaos, focus on what you want instead of what you don't want. Okay, so here in this chaos, if all you're doing is focusing on, when am I going to meet this person? It's taking too long, and all of these things, then this is kind of the energy that you're bringing into your life. Is more kind of chaotic thoughts. But if you focus on manifesting the positive, like what you're really focused on, which is, I'm going to meet someone soon. This person's going to be, what I'm looking for. They're going to have the same interests as me, all of these things. And that's what's going to be drawn to you. Okay. Because remember, you do have a ring here. So if you're looking for a partner, a commitment, you're going to be kind of manifesting that energy as long as you focus on the right thing. And if you're trying to rebuild your relationship or just reconnect or just relax with your current partner, you're trying to get away from this chaos. You're trying to get away from all of these demands of your life. And so I feel like if you kind of take the time for that and make an effort, then I feel like that's definitely something that will be happening for you, is focusing more on the two of you instead of all of the things that are keeping you busy. Okay. What else can you tell us, please, for pile number 1? We're looking at their February 2025 love insights. The 8 of Swords. Yeah, this is the energy that I've been feeling, that there's some kind of chaos. There's some kind of, so if you're already in a relationship, I feel like you feel like the demands of life are kind of keeping you apart, keeping you from really truly connecting with each other. But I feel like if you try, you can make time. And I know, trust me, I know it's easier said than done, but Spirit is showing me here that there is a way to reconnect with each other, that you're not really, like you might not be seeing a solution. Okay. And then if you're single and you're, worried that you're not going to meet somebody, Spirit is showing me here that maybe you're focusing on the wrong thing. Maybe you're focusing on feeling stuck in this kind of single life, and stuck in the sense that you haven't met somebody yet, or you haven't met the right person yet. But Spirit says if you change your perspective, if you kind of do something to change your routine, not only is it possible that you might meet somebody in an unexpected way when you least expect it, but it will also kind of free up your energy as well to like a more positive energy. And here we have the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so it's all about looking at things differently. It's all about how you approach things. It's maybe planning things, right? Maybe if you're in a relationship and you haven't spent any quality time together, maybe you literally have to plan a day together. If you're so busy, put it on your calendar. That might not be, incredibly romantic, but that's a start, right? So just do that so that you can reconnect, so that you can start to maybe get into a routine where you can find time, and then maybe it'll become easier. So kind of transforming this feeling of, well, we just don't have time. I mean, maybe take half an hour out, maybe 20 minutes to just sit and reconnect with each other. If you only have 5 minutes, just sit for 5 minutes and, just reconnect on some level. And if you're single with the Page of Pentacles, what I see happening here is that once you kind of change your perspective here and you kind of look at things a little bit differently and start focusing on manifesting the positive instead of sitting in the negative, I think that's when things are going to change for you. Okay, because you're going to have more of like peace and serenity with where you are right now, and peace and serenity knowing that this person is on their way to you. It's just that your paths have to line up, right? So it might not be as far away as you think, okay? It could be right around the corner. We have the Four of Swords, yeah. So definitely, no matter which scenario you're in, it's all about kind of quieting the mind, quieting the chaos, letting things flow naturally. And I feel like for those of you who are in a relationship who've had just so many things going on, I feel like Spirit is saying it's very important for you to slow down just a little bit. Like I said, just a little bit, whatever you can do. I know it's difficult, okay? I know how chaotic life can be, but it seems like there is something here that almost needs your attention, okay? Maybe before a problem starts, maybe before you become really disconnected from your loved one, that you need to take that downtime together and really try to focus on that, okay? And then if you're single looking for your partner, I feel that this just kind of reiterates what I'm saying of focus on the positive, be in the present moment, maybe focus on yourself, maybe do some self-care for yourself, right? And get more grounded so that you're manifesting your perfect person instead of manifesting and not even manifesting, but kind of festering over why aren't they here yet? Okay, because then you're just kind of putting this negative energy out into the universe. So Spirit is saying to, just try to think positively if you're waiting for your special person to show up. The Emperor. So with the Emperor, what I'm seeing here is that no matter no matter what your situation is, I'm feeling that doing what I just talked about here, either reconnecting with your partner or reconnecting with yourself and then putting out a more positive energy, I feel like that's going to help grow either situation. So if you're in a relationship and you really need to reconnect with each other, I'm feeling like taking that time is going to be so healing, and there's going to be so much growth after that. And it's kind of like taking a moment to refocus on your life that you've already built together and just reconnect, coming back together, and really kind of feeling a sense of really just reconnecting, like this sense of reconnection and like, okay, we've got this. We may be really busy right now. We have a lot going on, but we still have, so much more in our life, and we're gonna make it work, like kind of creating that united front together. And if you're single, what I see happening here is you kind of shifting your focus from when is it going to happen? How are we going to connect? Maybe you're in the beginning of a relationship and you're trying to work out, each other's schedules and figure out each other's routines and things like that. Try not to worry about it. Just know that things are going to come together. It may take a little bit of effort, but it's going to come together and it's going to be worth it. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. So what I see happening here, again, is after you kind of shift your focus, you refocus things, I see you moving out of this chaotic energy here. I see you creating a united front if you're in a relationship, okay? Saying, oh, I'm so glad we reconnected. I feel so much better. We're in this together. Let's keep going. Kind of reprioritizing things, shifting things a little bit so that you both have time in your schedules to spend with each other and appreciate each other. And if you're single, what I see happening here is a refocusing, kind of like we saw with the Emperor, of what it is that you want and going after what you want, manifesting what you want, working on yourself, self-care, all of those things kind of wrapped into one, so that when you do meet this person, because some of you are going to meet someone unexpectedly, okay? So that when you do meet this person, you're like a clearer channel instead of having kind of this chaotic energy of the Eight of Swords over here of like, oh, are you my person? What if you're not my person? What if you are my person? You know what I mean? So it'd be more like, oh, okay, you seem like you might be my person instead of this chaotic energy. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing so far. Kind of kind of like regaining or becoming more balanced no matter what your situation is. And here we have the Judgment card. So yeah, again, your cards are really lining up for whichever scenario you're in. With the Judgment card, it could be meeting that special person, like I just said, and being energetically ready for the special person, right? If you're in a relationship, this could indicate that, like I said, with the Knight of Pentacles and the Emperor card, you're refocusing, you're shifting your schedules around so that you have more time for each other. You realize, you know what, our relationship is worth working on. Let's stay focused. Let's, kind of start this new, these new ideas that we have, this new schedule that we have. Kind of reconnecting, because remember here with the Four of Swords, if you're in a relationship, I saw that there could be potential for trouble coming up if you don't focus on each other, if you don't focus on your relationship. Okay, when I say trouble, I just mean, it depends on your situation, right? But what I'm seeing here is just kind of a disconnect that you want to kind of cut that out before it gets too serious. Okay, and I see you fixing that here. Okay, of course you have free will, you can do whatever you want, but I'm seeing that if you take those steps to fix it, it can definitely be fixed here. Yeah, see, because we have the Page of Wands. So what I'm seeing with the Page of Wands is a refocusing your energy. There is a reignition, reigniting passion. There is like looking at each other again, instead of kind of blindly seeing each other, which we have here with the Eight of Swords. So refocusing on each other, finding that balance, finding that passion, maybe getting some kind of romance, doing something romantic, getting that spark back. And maybe the spark isn't gone, it's just that you needed to make time, because remember all of these things here. Okay, and these are all, really positive things, but it could just be that you're just so busy, like all these wonderful things are going on in your lives, but you're not actually focusing on yourselves, right? On your relationship. And if you're single, what I'm seeing here is that you could be going out on some dates. Again, you could meet someone unexpectedly. Someone might sweep you off your feet. So definitely there could be some romantic times coming up. This is definitely an indication that you could be meeting somebody that you have quite an interest in. Okay. We have the Magician card. Exactly. And why is this Page of Wands happening? Because you've manifested this. So remember I was talking about manifesting in the beginning. If you're single, I saw you, kind of calming your energy, shifting your focus, and manifesting what you want. It's exactly what I'm seeing here. And also, if you're in a relationship, this is you manifesting that reconnection with this person, finding balance, working out all of the details so that you can reconnect, so that you can avoid any negative situations that may have arisen had you not really paid attention to the relationship. Okay, which, it happens. Sometimes you get caught up in life and all these things, and you just need to kind of come back together. Maybe just go for a walk. Maybe that's all you need, is just go out for, a 20-minute walk, a 10-minute walk, whatever you have time for, and kind of bond during that time, especially if you have children. I just heard something about having children and trying to step away for just a few minutes, which, I know can be so difficult, but, that's what Spirit is saying, to take time out for yourselves. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, and so with the Knight of Swords, this is kind of showing me, as because it's below the Four of Swords, that kind of chaotic energy, kind of, if you're in a relationship, just going through the daily grind, just go, 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 not even having time to think about slowing down, just going, 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 going. And it's like, I have deadlines, I have things to do, I don't have time to relax, all of these things. But again, Spirit is pointing to the Four of Swords, saying, well, that's a choice to keep going that way, but it can definitely be harmful to the relationship. It can be harmful to yourself even. Maybe you're going to feel run down and you're going to have a breakdown within your body and, get a cold or something like that. And so, whatever it is, it's like, take care of yourself, take care of your relationship. So definitely like slowing down, calming things down is definitely kind of a theme that I'm seeing. So for this pile, also if you're single, and what Spirit is showing me here with the Knight of Swords, if you're single, is kind of like this rush to meet the right person and not slowing down to kind of smell the roses in the meantime. So almost like you're not enjoying life until you meet that special person. And maybe it's not quite that extreme, but it's kind of like something that's distracting. Okay. And so Spirit is again trying to say, just try to be more in the moment, try to manifest the positive instead of the negative, and know that this person is making their way towards you. This makes a lot of sense here. So with the Tower card, what I see happening is change. For some of you, I told you earlier, for some of you, you're going to meet someone very unexpectedly, either in an unexpected place, in an unexpected way, or when you least expect it. Kind of like, oh, maybe I'll meet somebody, within the year. And then all of a sudden you just, meet somebody in February. Okay, so it could be something like that. Another thing that I see here with the Tower card is a breaking down of the chaos. Okay, so it's kind of like the chaos is falling away. Okay, the chaos is falling away before it gets out of control. So it's kind of realizing like, oh, okay, we do need to slow down a little bit before something breaks down, like the Four of Swords, right? And then once you realize that, then you can reconnect with your partner, right? Before you have this breakdown that can be a warning with the Four of Swords. And then being right below the Emperor, you kind of catch it in time before that damage is so severe that it can't be repaired. Okay, so you catch it in time, you can fix it, and then you can move on and you can enjoy, your time together. The Knight of Cups, yeah. So this is moving forward, realizing you have that chaos, you have potential for something to kind of really break down, catching it before it does, and then reconnecting with this person with, if you're already in a relationship, or meeting that person unexpectedly or, sometime in February, and then feeling like, oh, wow, I met somebody that I want to, engage with and spend time together and, see what potential there is here. So I'm seeing kind of like a commitment to getting to know someone more. That is definitely possible, a possibility in February, or reconnecting with your current partner. Okay, let's get your last card. Oh, I love this card for you, for like how your reading is going. And this card, there we go. Okay, so the Six of Swords is moving out of chaos. This is making a commitment to reprioritize, to focus on the positive instead of the negative. So, if you're trying to meet somebody, this is, like I said, manifesting the positive, focusing on that instead of what is lacking in your life, focusing on what you're moving toward. Okay, so kind of changing your thoughts, letting go of that anxiety, the stress. And then if you're in a relationship, this is saying, okay, you know what? We had a lot going on. It was starting to get way too chaotic, way out of hand. We haven't had a date night in months. And so this is, really building on that, kind of refocusing on the relationship that you have together and really concentrating on that moving forward and moving out of this chaos here. All right, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a private reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, pile number 2. You have the Aura Rose Quartz, and your card is Faith. So the first thing that comes to my mind when I feel the energy of this card is that if you're going through a hard time, if you are in a relationship going through that hard time, I feel like Spirit says to have faith that things are going to get better. This is just a rough patch, and it is something that can be fixed. And I feel like if you're single, this card can indicate to have faith that your person is on their way to you. Have faith that you're going to meet the right person. Have faith that that person, your spouse, your future spouse, your partner, whatever you want to call it, is out there looking for you. So I feel like your paths are going to cross fairly soon. So let's look at your other cards and see what else we have for you. Okay, what else can you tell us for pile number 2, please? We're looking at their February 2025 insights, love insights. So we have air magic. So I feel with air magic, this has to do with communication, with making sure that you understand what's going on. So and it's interesting, look at these 2 birds. You have these 2 birds here. So I feel like if you're single, okay, I feel in that case, there's going to be maybe you're meeting somebody in February or starting to communicate with somebody in February who's going to, who you're going to connect with, okay? And I feel like if you are in a relationship and you've had some difficulties, what Spirit is saying here is there might be a miscommunication going on. And what I see happening in February is fixing that miscommunication. Look at the light coming through the window. It's kind of like shining the light on the heart of the situation, figuring out what is the core of the situation. How do you feel? Asking each other, getting to the core of the issue so that you can work on fixing it instead of focusing on the feelings that it's creating. Does that make sense? So really kind of getting to the core of the issue, putting communication probably as your top priority is what Spirit would say is the best option. Okay, then we have give in to passion. So if you're in a relationship and you get to the core of the issue, remember I said it's something that I feel you can fix, especially with faith here. Have faith that you can fix it. I feel that it can be fixed if you both want to work on it. And then give in to passion. What I'm seeing here is reconnecting with each other, finding that passion that you have for each other, seeing the lighter side of things instead of the more serious side of things, okay? And if you're single, I feel, because remember I told you how I feel that have faith that you're going to meet your person, and that could definitely be happening in February, at least starting communication or at least seeing that person. So what I mean by that is that let's say you meet your person at work, okay? Whether it's, a client, a customer, let's say you work at a coffee shop and you see this person, this customer starts to come in once a week and, you chat a little bit and then there seems to be a connection there. So that's what I'm saying, where you will at least see the person, at least start talking to the person at the very least. And then give in to passion. I feel like there's going to be a connection that could be forming with somebody, in February, or it could be something like a hobby or something like that you start to pursue, and then you meet your person through that activity. Okay, So that's what I'm seeing with those two cards. What else can you tell us for pile number 2, please? We have stability. So yeah, if you're already in a relationship and you've had some difficulties, I feel that you're coming out of those difficulties, especially with given to passion right after air magic. So I feel like you're definitely reconnecting on some level. You are kind of gaining common ground. And I feel like how you got here is through faith, first and foremost, having faith. Faith that you can get through it, faith that you can get down to the core of the issue, okay? So I'm seeing, you know, a reconnecting, stability, focusing on each other too, focusing on remembering that passion that you had when you first met. And if you're single, what I'm seeing here is, so you have faith that you're going to meet somebody. I see there's some kind of connection brewing, okay? And then I feel that it kind of goes from, you know, a little bit of communication here and there to more of a stable kind of connection happening. You know, maybe at this point, you know, you're starting to talk on a regular basis. You're, you know, making plans to go out and do this or do that. So yeah, that's what I see there. Transcending. Okay. So with transcending and Pegasus, I feel that if you're already in a relationship, I feel that you're transcending any problems. And because I feel like there was a miscommunication for a lot of you. Okay. I feel like you we're more talking about, well, this hurt me or this made me angry, but not getting to the core of why did it hurt you? Why did it make you angry? Okay, so I feel like you're getting to the core of that, and then you start to reconnect, and then you kind of go above those problems. And if you're single, what I see happening here is you're kind of transcending, you're kind of shifting from being single to being not single. You're transcending above the at times maybe you had a lack of faith that you would meet your person. So I feel that you're kind of going above that, and that's kind of dissipating in a sense. Because I feel that there's some kind of connection that you're feeling with somebody. Okay. What else can you tell us for pile number 2, please? We're looking at their February 2025 love insights. Yep. So you have the Tower card here. Interesting first card. So what I see with the Tower card is having faith that anything can be rebuilt. So if you're in a relationship, having faith that the problems that you've had can be fixed, okay? Because you're going to get to the core of the communication. You're going to get to the core of the problem, of the issue. And some of you might have to dig deep, right? You may have to dig deep into the core of the issue that's going on. It might be a painful process. It might not be easy, but if this relationship is truly worth it to you, I feel that you can do it. You can get through it. Yeah, it might be painful, but probably worth it for you. Okay. And if you're single and you have the Tower card, that can definitely mean that your single status is changing to being in a relationship. Okay, so kind of just a shift of everything in your life. Okay, shifting from things that no longer belong in your life. Okay, so that single status, or those problems that you had in your relationship, that falling away so that you can rebuild, right? So rebuilding a current relationship or building a new relationship. Yeah, look at, you have the Fool card. So it's definitely, you know, going from one thing to another. So anything that's not meant to be in your life anymore kind of falling away and opening the pathway for new things to to enter your life. So if you're in a relationship, this can be kind of reconnecting to your partner after you got rid of those blockages that you had, reconnecting with your partner. If you're single, I see you, having butterflies in your stomach, being excited to talk to somebody, being excited to go out on a date with somebody, and really getting ready to explore life with this new person. Okay. So here we have the Mother of Wands, which is the Queen of Wands. You have so much passion going on here. Okay. So the wands are definitely a passionate suit. Okay. And in a relationship, that means, passion for another person, really feeling connected, feeling, the butterflies, sparks flying, romance. Okay. All of these things happening here. So what I see here, if you are already in a relationship and you've had some difficulties here, we see you kind of moving out of those. They're fixable. And then there's kind of what I see with the Queen of Wands is reigniting that passion that you had. Giving into the passion too. So I see this both ways. I see giving and receiving, okay, in the sense of letting go of feeling stubborn. Sometimes we want to dig in our heels and say, but you did me wrong and I'm not going to let that go. What I see here is you both letting it go and not focusing on that negative that happened, refocusing on that passion that brought you together to begin with. And if you're single and you're just kind of meeting somebody, or if you're manifesting, I feel that this is what you're manifesting, or this is what's happening, is this passion, this feeling of connection with somebody, wanting to, being passionate about exploring the world with somebody, learning about each other. Okay, we have the Daughter of Coins, not wands, of coins, which is the Page of Pentacles. So what I see here is starting a connection with somebody, okay, laying the foundation, the groundwork for a connection that will last. So getting to know each other, learning about each other, moving forward with somebody. And if you're already in a relationship here, what I see happening is rebuilding. Okay, so I see you reigniting that passion here, but then you need more than that, right? And so what I see happening here is rebuilding that foundation that you had in the beginning, but you had some issues and you had to work through some of those issues. So it's kind of rebuilding, okay, finding that stability again and really being committed to each other and to this relationship. Whether you've had difficulties or if you're just kind of getting into a relationship, I see you wanting to commit to this person, okay? And them committing to you as well. Because the person and the horse are connected, right? They're going in the same direction. They're going together. So you're both wanting the same thing. We have the Two of Wands. Interesting. So if you're in a relationship, the Two of Wands could mean, okay, how do we go forward in this new direction with each other? What do we need to work on? What needs to be our main focus? We want to rebuild. We're both in this. We have faith that it's going to work. We have new communication skills. Our passion is back. Let's focus on how do we keep this going. And if you're, just meeting somebody, if you're single and you've just met somebody, then I feel that here you're starting to discuss more, getting deeper into the conversations, like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you want children? Do you want to get married? Do you want to stay living in the same location? Those kinds of things. So I see like kind of a deeper learning happening no matter what your situation is. So a continuation of connecting with your partner, learning about your partner, and kind of saying, okay, well, where do we go from here? Okay, then we have the Death card. Yeah, because what I see happening is transitioning from one phase to another phase. So if you're already in that relationship, you're saying, okay, we had these difficulties here. We broke down those walls. Our passion's back. Where are we going to go from here? And what I see happening is really transcending above those problems and leaving them in the past and moving on. Basically like starting a whole new chapter with this person and being excited about it too. You know, really being excited about working on this with your person. And if you're single, what I see happening here is, you know, you getting deeper into learning about each other and then really kind of discovering that, you know, I think we're on the same page here. Maybe we will go from casually dating to being more in like a committed relationship that we want to kind of build together. So, you know, so I feel like in February, you're kind of laying that foundation for a really strong connection or a strong reconnection with someone. We have the Magician card. So whatever's going on, whatever scenario or situation you're going through that I've mentioned here, and maybe something else, you know, that's not quite so specific, I feel like, first of all, if you're in that relationship and you have some difficulties, you can definitely fix it. I feel that you're both wanting to work on it, wanting to fix it, wanting to see these changes happen. I feel like you want emotional balance. You want the passion back. You really feel very strongly about this. And if you start out February single, I feel like you're going to manifest exactly what you want. Okay. With all this water back here, I feel like you're manifesting love. You're manifesting a connection with someone. And I feel like that's definitely something that's going to show up for you. Wow. Okay, so we have the Hierophant. Very interesting. So if you're already in a relationship, and yeah, you have faith here. Because yeah, I was feeling that earlier, that there could be something connected to church, church and faith, maybe talking to someone in the church about like difficulties that you're going through, or something like that. Maybe even a therapist or something like that who can help you work through those difficulties, who can help you work on those communication skills. So with the Hierophant, if you're already in a relationship, I'm seeing a recommitment to each other, okay? Rebuilding that bond, rebuilding those vows, right? Like reconnecting on that level. And if you're single, what I see happening is definitely connecting with someone who's quite serious about being in a long-term relationship. Someone who is truthful, someone who's, you know, possibly wants a family, someone who's very honest with the communication, wants the same things as you, marriage-minded or life partner-minded if you don't want to get married. Okay, so that's a very good card to have here. Then we have the Star card. Yeah, so this is kind of what I was just saying with if you're just meeting somebody, they're going to be on the same page as you. They have the same dreams that you have. They have the same, like the same vision of a relationship. Okay. And this person's going to feel passionate about you. You're going to feel passionate about them. And if this is relating to your current relationship that you had difficulties in, what I see here is a recommitment to each other, a recommitment to your hopes and your dreams within your relationship. I feel that there's a recommitment to supporting each other. There's healing. Okay, there's a lot of healing happening here. Because remember here, you move on from the difficulties that you had. You accept those difficulties, you move on from them. And then with the Hierophant, there's kind of like that reconnection, that recommitment. And I'm seeing it here. I'm seeing, okay, we're recommitted and now we're healing and we're not looking back here. So there's definitely like a lot of positive energy that's coming in here. So we have the Devil card. So with the Devil card, let me see what it says. Oh, okay, so it has the sins up here. So with the Devil card, what I'm feeling, if you're single, okay, we'll start with that. If you're single, what I feel with this is that you don't need to give in to your fears. Fears on any level. So first of all, fears wondering if you're going to meet someone who has the same desire as you do, the same wants, the same, you know, do you both want a family? Do you both want this? Do you both want that? Okay, so you don't need to worry about that. You don't have to have fears about that. If you're worried, am I ever going to meet somebody? Okay, you don't have to have fear about that either. So this is all kind of fear-based. If you meet somebody and you're worried, like, oh, is this person going to be faithful? Is this person going to be truthful? Does this person love me for who I am? Yes, because you have the Hierophant card here. So any fears, any doubts that you have, I feel that it's more kind of possibly something from your past that's coming to haunt you a little bit, saying like, oh, well, you know, I thought the last person I was with was going to be the one, but, you know, they ended up lying to me or something like that. Like, you don't need to bring this into this current relationship, this current person that you're going to be meeting. And if you're already in a relationship, what I feel here is what I said with the Star card, that we start with the Death card with this particular thing that I'm saying here. Remember I said you're leaving those problems behind and you're not going to look back at them. You have that recommitment, you have that healing. And here, I feel like any fears that you had are really dissipating. You're really healing, which is dissipating, which is transcending those fears that it wouldn't work out. Because you had faith, because you didn't give up, okay? You have a lot of faith here. You have the Faith card and you have the Hierophant. Okay, so the Devil card does not belong here. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? These fears that you have of repeating these difficulties that you had in this relationship are just fears, because now you have skills because you really worked on it here. Remember I said for some of you, it's going to be a little bit of a painful process and you're really going to have to dig deep to get to the heart of the issue. But because you did that, things become much easier if you have an issue that comes up in the future where you don't have to be afraid to confront it anymore. You can say, hey, I'm feeling a little off. Can we talk about this before it you know, snowballs into something like it did last time? Okay, so that's what I see with the Devil card here. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords, the Four of Knives as this card calls it. So the Four of Swords, what I see here is kind of relaxing, having a period of not worrying about things, enjoying the simpler things in life. You know, if you're in a relationship and you've reconnected with somebody, what I see here is what I just said, that you're releasing those fears. Like, these fears have no place in this relationship anymore. You've worked through those problems, your faith got you through it, and now it's kind of like smooth sailing is what I'm seeing. Of course, you're still going to have issues here and there. That's normal, but it's kind of smooth sailing. And if you're, you know, single and you're just kind of meeting somebody like we've been talking about, what I'm seeing here is that you didn't give in to those fears of, you know, when will I meet somebody? Will I ever meet somebody? Will they be faithful? Will they like me for who I am? You know, they like me for me. I see those fears dissipating. I see you moving above those fears and kind of just enjoying life, enjoying the simple things in life with this new person, getting to know this person, okay? And let's get your last card. So we have the Five of Wands. This is a really cool Five of Wands. So, you know, in more traditional tarot decks, the Five of Wands can be kind of an arguing card, or it can mean kind of working through things. But in like the traditional deck, it does look like there's arguing and nothing productive is going on. But, you know, a meaning of the Five of Wands is working through that and having productive discussions, listening to what everybody is saying. That's what's happening here, okay? So what we see here, we have the adults up here who, it almost looks like a peace offering, or that they're sharing the ice cream, okay? And so it's kind of like, we worked through our problems. We got through it. It was difficult, but we worked on it. We had faith. We moved above our problems. And now we're more in flow, right? We're enjoying each other's company. We're working through things, and we're both putting in that effort. And then down here, you have the kids who are kind of arguing over who gets this ice cream cone. But there's other ice cream cones down here. So it's just a silly argument, right? And so, you know, there's healing. I'm seeing healing happening here. Growth is what I'm seeing here. The Five of Wands, there's growth. There's like this give and take. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing if you're in a relationship. If you're just, you know, if you've been in a relationship, and if you're just getting into a relationship, what I see here is working through things as they come along. Any little things, that it's really not going to be a big deal. It's just more about getting to know each other and working through any kind of miscommunications, you know, that come up a lot of times when you just meet somebody. So kind of learning how people communicate and learning to, you know, work together and things like that. So yeah, this is actually a really good card to have as your last card here. And that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a private reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, pile number 3. You have the Lepidolite crystal, and you have the Kindred Spirits card. So I'm getting such a lighthearted feeling from this card. So I feel like if you're single, I feel like in February you could be coming very, very close to meeting your life partner, your future spouse, whatever it is that you're looking for, or that you will actually be meeting them in February. I feel like your paths are so close to lining up, if not already lined up. So I feel like you could definitely be spending time with someone that you really connect with, that you are forming a deeper bond with. And I feel like if you're already in a relationship, I feel like February is going to be a time for you to really connect and really enjoy this person's company. Maybe going on vacation, maybe doing something fun, maybe something a little out of the norm for you, something to kind of get you out of your routine. But I definitely feel like there's like bonding going on no matter what your situation is. So yeah, maybe even for some of you, it's kind of like bonding after a difficult time in your lives, like doing something more lighthearted, having fun, you know, something like that. Because I feel like it's kind of like a lighthearted energy going on here. Okay. Oh, sorry. There we go. What else can you tell us for pile number 3, please? We're looking at their February 2025 love insights. Oh, see, we have water magic. So I feel like there's definitely connecting with somebody on an emotional level, enjoying each other's company, doing something fun, maybe something creative, something that possibly brings you two closer together. Maybe doing something that your partner wants to do, and then you doing something that you want to do, you know, kind of connecting on that level, doing something fun and lighthearted. And if you're just meeting somebody, or if, you know, you're going to have this connection with somebody in February. What I see happening here is a spark. I'm seeing a connection. I'm seeing looking at somebody and recognizing that they want the same things that you want. Getting to know someone, right? Kind of sharing your thoughts about what you want with somebody. Kind of like moving forward with someone. So it's whatever it is, it's, you know, pretty exciting. Now this card definitely wants to come out. Let's see, what is it? Oh, imagination, or imagine and envision. I believe it was pile number 1 that this card came up with. So interesting if you're just meeting somebody, or if you've been in a relationship for a while, whatever the situation is. Okay, there's a ring here. Can you see that? There's like a wedding ring here. So with kindred spirits, with water magic, with this ring in this card, I'm feeling like if you're not already married or in like a long-term committed relationship with somebody, I feel like that type of commitment is something that could be happening in February. I also feel like if you are already in a relationship with somebody, let's say you're already married, you've been married for, you know, a little while now, I feel that there could be like a recommitment to that commitment, right? So it could be, maybe you're going to take a vacation somewhere, maybe you're going to take, you know, some time out to kind of celebrate each other. Maybe you're making plans for the future, no matter what your situation is. Maybe you're planning out like, you know, let's do this and then let's do this and then, you know, let's make our other dreams come true. So you have the butterfly, which indicates transformation. There's a castle here, which could indicate a home together. You know, the 4-leaf clover, so good luck. You know, a lot of things going on here. I'm feeling like kind of manifesting hopes and dreams, making things come true, talking about those hopes and dreams, making plans for the future, all of those things. Yeah, so really fun, positive energy for you. What else can you tell us for pile number 3, please? Oh, look at how pretty this card is. So we have rainbow, waterfall, and miracles. So what I feel here, oh wow, okay. Sorry, I'm like, something's like coming through, so I'm trying to let it just kind of, the vision come through. Interesting. So I'm feeling like things are about to change. I'm feeling like something about these ideas that you've been manifesting, that you've been wanting to happen, whether you're single or already in a relationship, I feel like it's going to happen. So let's say that you know you're in a relationship and you've had all these hopes and dreams, and somehow, some way, things are coming together so that you can make these dreams, this vision that you have, a reality. So it's almost like here you're kind of trying to come up with plans, trying to come up with a way to make things better, to make things work, and things just kind of come together. And then if you're in if you're just kind of getting into a relationship, if you've just met somebody, it might feel like a miracle that you've met that special person, you know, like your soulmate. Okay. And so you could be like, wow, you know, I didn't know if I'd ever meet my person, or I'm so glad that I met my person. It's a miracle and we're going to start our lives together. You know, that kind of thing. So whatever it is, there's a lot of transformation here with the butterflies that you have here. And then remember, you have a butterfly here. So I feel like there might also be like, there's some kind of transition I feel going on. It's kind of like all of the elements coming together to form something, something new. Okay, so elements coming together, two people coming together to form this united whole, right? This couple, this long-term commitment. So I think it's that, and it's also like all of your hopes and dreams somehow coming true. Okay, or at least one of them that you've been working toward. So we have reflecting pool and stillness. So what I feel with stillness and reflecting pool, first of all, it's number 33. So it's kind of mirroring, just like the kindred souls, like you're kind of mirroring each other. So I feel like there's a time of stillness, a time of appreciation that's happening in February for you. So really appreciating each other, appreciating the quiet times, appreciating that you've gotten through something here. Maybe you were going through a difficult time, but you got through it together. Okay, maybe it brought you closer together. So maybe you're just kind of taking some time to enjoy yourselves, enjoy your relationship, and maybe just being still is exactly what you need. No matter what the case, no matter where you are in any situation that I've mentioned, you're mirroring each other. So your happiness is mirroring each other. Your hopes and dreams are mirroring each other. Okay, that's the kind of thing that I'm seeing here. Let's get your tarot cards. What else can you tell us for pile number 3, please? Yep, look. I was just talking about mirroring each other, and that's what we have here. So the Two of Cups is two things coming together that just work, okay? You have kindred spirits, the reflecting pool, which is a mirroring, and then the Two of Cups here. So definitely connecting with somebody on like a spiritual level, okay? Having those same hopes and dreams that the other person has, things coming together, things working out. Like I said, if you've had any difficulties, it's like supporting each other, knowing that you're going to get through these. And when I say difficulties, I mean more like external, because I'm not seeing difficulties within the relationship. I mean, we might see something like that later, but I'm not feeling that right now. I'm feeling like if you had difficulties externally, like one of you had a problem with your job or financially or something like that, what I'm seeing is that there's a lot of support for each other. There's a lot of love for each other. There's a lot of communication. There is definitely this kindred spirit, this soulmate energy that's happening here. So a very special connection with someone new that you may be meeting, or a kind of a deepening of your connection with somebody that you've been with for a while. We have the Nine of Cups. Yeah, so it seems like there's something going on here that is worth celebrating. So if you're single, you might have been really manifesting your special person, and maybe you went on a bunch of dates before and you just weren't connecting with somebody. Maybe you were about to give up. Maybe you were feeling sad that you weren't going to meet that person. And then all of a sudden, you're like, oh, it's a miracle I met this person. And you're feeling so emotionally satisfied. You're feeling kind of like a sense of gratitude, a sense of, wow, I met this person. I finally met this person. And you're just feeling very accomplished, in a sense, feeling like you have support, feeling like, I've made it really far in my life on my own, but I want that support. I want that connection with someone. I want to share my life with someone. Okay. And then if you're already in a relationship, what I see happening here is that there's, feeling that kind of that same sense of accomplishment and wanting to share that with your partner. Maybe you achieved something at work or, somewhere in your life, and you and your partner, like your partner is celebrating you, or you're celebrating your partner, something like that. So it's just like really like a great sense of appreciation for each other and for what you've accomplished. So here we have the Emperor. Yeah. So it does seem like you're accomplishing something in February, a goal that you had, accomplishing something with work or school, or finding a home that you want, something like that. There definitely seems to be where you're like planning something. Okay, so either in the planning phase or in the development phase, and kind of bringing that to completion in February and celebrating that together. There's also a sense of perseverance. Like, I'm not going to give up. Like, we're going to do this together. I'm going to help you make this happen, right? And then if you're single, I see with the Emperor card that this is connecting with somebody. This is getting to know somebody. This is building a strong relationship with somebody that's really going to develop into something long-term. Because I'm feeling like this person that you're going to be meeting is someone who is like a very much honorable person, someone that you can trust, someone who wants a long-term relationship, someone who's serious about that, someone who's not going to keep dating other people. Like, this is someone who wants a long-term relationship, and somebody who is what you see. Okay, so you can trust this person, you can believe that they are who they say they are. But I feel like you're going to probably know that anyway, okay, with the kindred spirits. I think that's going to be kind of obvious. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles. What I see here is support. I see that if you're single, you don't have to do life on your own anymore. I see somebody who's going to support you, someone who's going to have your back. I also see kind of, if you're just meeting somebody, learning things about each other, learning your schedules, learning communication styles, but building on that foundation of this connection that you have, okay? And if you're already in a relationship, what I see happening here is kind of deepening that connection that you have, helping each other out, supporting each other, because I really feel that you're equals. Okay, I feel that you really have an equal, like give and receive type of relationship that's going on. And so I feel like it's kind of just deepening that level of commitment to each other. So maybe, are you both achieving something in February? Because it seems like there's something maybe going on with both of you. Maybe you've both accomplished something. So maybe you're going to be celebrating that. Like your individual accomplishments with each other, and you got to a level of success, each of you on your own, because you had this other person's support. Okay, so maybe this person really supported you get through this difficult time, or whatever it is, and so maybe there's some kind of celebration with that. We have the Four of Swords. I think this came up in every single reading for this pile 1, pile 2, and obviously pile 3. Okay, so with the Four of Swords, what I'm seeing here also is that there is a need for stillness. There's a need to relax a little bit, especially here. So it looks like you've both accomplished something. Okay, the more I look at this, the more I feel that. It's kind of like you were working really hard on some kind of dream that you had, and you accomplished that, but now it's time to rest. So before you go on to the next thing, Spirit says it's important to take a rest, to relax a little bit before going on to the next challenge. And reconnecting, like really connecting on a deeper level, okay? Maybe taking a vacation, doing something fun. Because remember, I got such a lightheartedness here, a sense of lighthearted fun. So maybe you've been working on something so hard and you've been supporting each other, and now it's time to rest. And if you're single and you're kind of just meeting somebody, what I see here is that you can rest easy now. You don't have to worry about when or how you're going to meet somebody. You've met someone pretty special, so you can just kind of relax and go with the flow a little bit. So here we have the Star card. So definitely there seems to be some kind of big dream coming true. There's also a sense of healing here. So if you've been single for a while, you've been trying to meet your soulmate, and maybe you've gone through a lot to get to this point. What I'm seeing here is connecting with somebody and a sense of healing, that this person is there for you. They have your back. They support you. You're going to support them. You're moving forward together. You both have a lot to give each other. And again, it's like your hopes and your dreams coming true. It's like all of these things that you are manifesting here are coming true here with the stars. You see how we have everything here and everything here. So it's an interesting dynamic of hopes and dreams coming true. Also, if you're already in a relationship, what I see here is there's kind of like, after this accomplishment that you have here, it's like, oh, okay, let's just breathe for a minute. Let's live in the moment for a minute and let's just enjoy each other, because whatever it was, it took a lot to get to the Nine of Cups and the Emperor card. Whatever these accomplishments are that you have here, it was a lot of energy, a lot of energy. And it's kind of like something that you had to do, that you each had to do on your own. So for instance, it's like if you're going to school for something, you can have somebody who has your back, who supports you, but you're the one that has to go to school, right? And so that's what I feel with the Nine of Cups and the Emperor, that maybe both of you accomplished something pretty great. And now it's time to celebrate that, take a break and relax before going on to that next accomplishment or to the next goal that you have. So we have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, so I feel that there's a great appreciation for each other here. I feel that there's a lot of respect happening in this relationship. There's some kind of showing of admiration, appreciation for each other, connecting. You know what I'm seeing here is accomplishing a goal here, taking a rest, and then going toward the next thing. So that's like if you're already in a relationship. If you're single, what I see happening here is, let's say you just meet somebody saying, hey, would you like to go out and have lunch or dinner or something like that? So kind of like a proposal to go out and do something. It could even be an actual proposal, especially because you have the ring here. So it's also being committed to each other and being committed to your relationship as like a unit, as a team. So remember how I just mentioned that this could be a commitment, it could be a proposal. I definitely see that's possible with the Four of Wands. This can indicate marriage. This can indicate a celebration. So there's a lot going on here with the Four of Wands. So definitely if you are single and you're meeting somebody, this could be your future spouse that you're meeting. Some of you could be getting engaged in February. Some of you may be having like recommitment ceremonies if you've already been, married or with your partner for a while. Could be a recommitment. So that's one part of this. The other part of this, remember I told you there's some kind of accomplishment with the Nine of Cups and the Emperor. And then there's like you need to take a time out to celebrate. That could be what this is too, is celebrating those accomplishments, celebrating how far you've both come. So yeah, definitely taking time out to enjoy the moment. Okay. Knowing that, I have my partner has my back, I have their back. We accomplished something great. Something that may feel like a miracle, but you made it to the finish line, you accomplished it, and you have all of these other things that you want to do. Knowing that you're going to get to those when the time is right, but right now, you need a little bit of stillness, a little bit of relaxation, and a little bit of celebration. And celebration without worrying about anything, just being in the moment. Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, so definitely coming together and celebrating something, celebrating how far you've come. I mean, look at this card is right below the Emperor card. So this could indicate so many things. I'm seeing so many things in my mind right now. So if you're single, the Ten of Pentacles can definitely be indicative of meeting your kindred soul, meeting your soulmate, and this is the person that you're going to have a family with. This is the person that you're going to have a home with. This is, you know, celebrating your families coming together as a larger family, building that strong foundation with somebody. This is you finding that person who wants to build a family with you. Okay, if you're already in a relationship, this is you celebrating the progress that you've made, these goals that you've made, that you've accomplished. Okay, and it can also be taking time to kind of reflect and see how far you've come individually and as a couple. And also, I feel like celebrating what's to come in the future, right? Getting ready to ramp up for those next goals that you have. Because remember, we're taking a break here. We're celebrating the goals, or you're celebrating the goals that you set, that you accomplished. But you're not done yet, because look at all these other things you have to accomplish. So it's almost like you're gearing up, you're getting ready for part 2, or for the next phase of your relationship, or for the next phase of whatever these goals are that you are about to put into motion. So here we have the Ten of Wands. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, if you are single, is that, sorry, I'm trying to get this off of here. So if you're single, what I'm seeing here is that, you know, you meet that special person and you don't have to do life on your own anymore. You don't have to be the only one who's celebrating your success. You don't have to be the only one who is, you know, getting things done in your day-to-day life. Now you have a support system. You're so close to meeting that person. They're literally like right around the corner. They're right across this little pathway here. And then if this is like a relationship, I'm feeling like there's some kind of balance that you've found, overcoming issues by doing that together, right? But with the Miracles card and the Ten of Wands, it's kind of like, oh, I feel almost like it was you against the world, like you as a couple against the world. And you feel like by some miracle, we accomplished this goal. We got through this difficult time, whatever it was. And because of that, because of those hard times, we've built this really strong foundation. We believe in each other. We trust each other. We help each other through the hard times. And we've got each other's back. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, so definitely indicating when I said that you've accomplished a huge goal, now you're on to the next thing. You rested. You're like, okay, I'm good. Let's go again. Let's hit that next goal. So I definitely see that here. With the Knight of Wands, for some of you, this could be meeting somebody a little bit unexpectedly, somebody coming into your life who's very, very passionate about you, very passionate about learning about you, very interested in pursuing something with you, definitely doing exciting things, going out on adventures, things like that. So it's definitely an exciting time. I feel like there is a balance though. So what I'm feeling is that you can be a little too swept up in the excitement, too swept up in, oh, I've met my soulmate, I've met the person of my dreams, and needing to kind of reel it back in a little bit, because it could kind of get away from you in the sense of the passion, the excitement, all of this kind of wrapped up into one. It could be where you need to slow things down a little bit. And maybe you're just out doing all these different adventurous things with this person or whatever it is. So also enjoying like the quiet time together, and making sure that things kind of stay balanced and that your individual lives stay balanced, because what I'm seeing is this connection could be so strong so quickly that you might lose touch a little bit with your own personal lives, because I'm seeing that you both probably have a lot going on in your personal lives. And so kind of realizing that, it's going to be okay if you focus on your individual lives. Like, this person is still going to be there and you're still going to be there because you're soulmates. Okay, your last card is the Eight of Swords. So what I see here kind of ties everything together. So if you're in a relationship, I feel that at one point in time, you wondered if you were going to be able to accomplish your goals. You felt a little bit tied down. You felt a little bit too structured, maybe a little bit stuck, but you really weren't stuck. And it was just kind of like emotionally draining. And then by some miracle, you made it through it. And now you can kind of take a deep breath and relax, right? So I feel like that's what's going on if you're in a relationship. And if you are single, I feel like somehow you felt tied down to being single, or where you weren't going to meet your person, but you did meet your person, right? Because this is a very, very strong connection with the kindred spirits. And so what I feel like is happening is that you may have felt like you weren't making progress. You may have felt like your person was far away, but they really weren't. They were really kind of on the other side of these swords, and all you had to do was kind of just step in line, kind of basically with the timeline. And this person had to step in line with the timeline so that you could connect. So there's like, and maybe that's a miracle to you. Maybe it's a miracle that your paths lined up at the right time, right? So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please like and subscribe. And yeah, if you ever want to book a private reading with me, you can do that on my website. And I wish you all the luck with this connection. Thank you so much for watching.